now for the online library, yada yada. Okay, cool. Let's start this party. So today we're gonna have soles of the feet together in kind of a loose butterfly pose, right? And we're gonna start that hip roll. So sitting up tall, you can have hands on the shins, on the knees, wherever. We're gonna start leaning forward, keeping our hips down, our cheeks down on the mat. And as we come back, think of scooping your belly button out, creating lots of space here. And let your breath do whatever it feels like doing right now. And when you've done forward to one direction, go ahead and switch, pressing the soles of the feet together here. And even when I go back, I'm keeping my spine as long as I can, like I want to magnetize my head to the ceiling. This is mostly just to give your spine a little stretch and gently start to wake up the abs. One more here. All right. So feet are, wow, these are very hairy leggings, Daphne. Hips are, feet are hip width distance apart. And we're gonna gently roll down. Bring awareness to the way that you're rolling down because we're gonna go right back up with that partial roll up. So we inhale through the nose, pressing our belly button into the mat. As we exhale, I reach up only until my hands reach my knees and I inhale back down. If this feels hard, walk your knees a little bit farther away. And if it feels too easy, walk them a little bit closer in. And there will be a moment, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's a moment where I have to really crunch and I can't hold it for long. But we want the shoulders and the upper back to leave the floor. You see that? Let's do two more. Good, all right. Take a rest pose before we go into the 100. Decide which variation you want to do today. We have tabletop for the new kids on the block. We have perpendicular to the ceiling for intermediate. And as always, we have advanced, reaching the legs out to where the wall meets the ceiling away from you. Pressing the spine down, palms to the ceiling, shoulders and head up. We inhale for 5 and we exhale for 5. So go ahead, get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale. Halfway there. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in, shoulders and head down. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Send the body long, arms overhead. Give the abs a stretch. Let your spine leave the floor. Good. Okay. From here, I want to make sure I know what we're doing. Okay, come back to neutral spine. So shoulders are flat, belly's flat on the floor, hips are shoulder width distance apart. From here, we're going to move into bridge pose. I'm actually going to walk my feet in just a hair. Palms are pressing down into the floor. I take an inhale, and as I exhale, I squeeze my booty, send it up to the sky. We've done this a lot. There should be no pressure on your low spine. As I exhale again on the way down, I start in my shoulders rolling all the way down. Your challenge today, see if you can keep this part of you engaged the whole time. So see if you can make it through the whole, all 4 repetitions of this without disengaging your glutes or your low back. So exhaling on the way up. When you get to the top, take a tiny sip of air, roll down. Let's do one more. When you get to the top, you're gonna stay there with me. So hang out here, press your hands down into the floor. Take an inhale, lift a little higher and lock your hips in place. Exhale, send your right leg out. Inhale, send it in without dropping your hips at all. exhale, send your left leg out, press your right heel down, squeeze the glutes higher. Inhale, send it in. I'm sliding off my mat. Exhale, send it out. Stay strong. Inhale, send it in. Make it a nice, smooth transition. Keep going. This always reminds me of like Thanksgiving at my grandma's house. And we would always have to expand her table to fit everyone. And it had one of those like sliding legs that you had to like lift up the table and slide the leg out for it to fit. And we would always do it after all the food was on the table. So we had to like hold the table up so it didn't collapse. And then usually one of like the little short cousins would have to crawl up at the table and slide it under. So like it wouldn't work if we had to do that, right? The whole table and like the turkey would fall off, right? That's the analogy that always makes me think of this. Keep going. And shoulders roll down. I don't know why my family is calling me right now. They know I'm teaching. And go ahead, hug the knees in. Very nice, you guys. 2 different interruptions happened today, and this is the day that I'm recording both of my sessions today. That cracked me up. Okay, from here, head reaches up to the knees. Single leg stretch. So we inhale to hug the right knee in, sending the left leg out. And exhale to switch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Every time, see if you can reach your shoulders up a little bit higher. A cheat code to help that, instead of holding onto your knees, reach for that medicine ball up above you where the wall meets the ceiling. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 3. Keep reaching. Inhale. 2. Inhale. And 1. Shoulders and head down. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. This is everyone say hi to my assistant for the day. She's checking form. Thank you very much, teacher. All right, forehead reaches for the knees. Double leg stretch. Inhale, extend everything. So my hands, we're not reaching perpendicular. We're reaching out almost like a hollow bolt. And exhale, contract. Inhale. Exhale. Use that inhale to send your belly button into the floor, right? Give me 4. Exhale. 2. And 1. Shoulders and head down. Very nice. Okay. Moving on. Flip yourself over. Let's take a quick swan pose. So I'm laying all the way down. Ooh! We just did abs and HIIT like 3 hours ago, so I'm a little sore. Excuse me. So shoulders are over the hands. I'm squeezing my glutes. Press up nice and easy. And as always, don't set up camp here and like check out. Keep it an active stretch. Right? Right. And continue to squeeze your glutes. Look over your right shoulder. Move through center. Look over your left shoulder. Take a quick child's pose, knees apart, toes together, just to counter that stretch. Thank you. Okay, come into tabletop. Now, we're gonna do some arms today. So, what we're gonna start with is we're going to do a single knee push-up. So that sounds really crazy, it's really not. All that's gonna happen is from tabletop, none of my limbs move. My shoulders are still over my wrists, but I'm gonna float my right leg behind me, almost like those glute pulses that we've done before, but it's gonna be nice and straight. And my body is simply gonna tip down if my dog wants to move. I'm gonna tip down. I like the marker of having my forehead just gently tap the mat, and that tells me when to come up, but wherever you feel comfortable is okay. So we're gonna do 6 total. So this is 6. And we're inhaling on the easy part, which is the descent, right? And exhale on the way up. This is 5, and my toe is pointed for anyone who's curious. And my belly button is reaching towards my spine. This can be an easy one to kind of want to stick the booty out. See if you can avoid that. And my elbows are ever so slightly angled outward at about a 45-degree angle. I think we have 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, let's switch to the other side. She's usually not this clingy when I teach. Pretty funny. So again, when you're ready, inhale, tip down. A good also rule of thumb is it's time to come up as soon as your chest is parallel to your elbow crease, right? And when you come up, make sure that this back leg doesn't fall down. See if you can have your whole body move as 1. I think this is 3. Slow and controlled. 2. And 1. Okay. Shake it out. We're now going to move into fire hydrants, which again, we've also done before. I'm going to turn towards you guys because, actually, no, I'm not. So back to tabletop. Shake it out if you need. We're going to be lifting the shin to be parallel to the mat. So it doesn't matter. Don't worry so much about how high you can hike your leg because that could very easily throw you out of alignment. So what I want you guys to focus on first is a parallel leg to the floor. Second, I want to make sure that nobody is sticking their booty out. We've worked a lot on that, so I'm not worried. But go ahead and get started. So we exhale up, inhale down. And see if you can arrive and like hold that pose just for a millisecond. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it up and pulse for 8, 7, 6, abs in tight, 5, 4, push the ground away, 3, 2, 1, bring it down, shake it out. I will see you on the other side. Let's flip around here. Okay. Here we go. So again, shin is parallel to the floor. When you're ready, exhale up. Hi. I was hoping you'd stay over there, but that's okay. Can you sit? Can you sit? You're here for 5, 4, belly in, 3, get ready for that pulse, 2, and 1, reach it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stay tall and long, 2, and 1, bring it down. Holy guacamole. Take a child's pose. Excellent, guys. Okay. While we're here, quick hand stretch. We're in the middle of our plank circuit, so give the hands a little bit of rest. Very gently sit back on your heels so none of your body weight is on your actual wrist. And just walk the wrist out a little bit for just a second because we are going to go back into a plank position. A little bit of a siesta here. Okay, now we're going to try our plank to down dog again. If you haven't done this with us before, lots of fun. So we will exhale back to a down dog, and we inhale up on the plank. So exhaling back. Oh, this feels so good after all of that hamstring work, right? So heels are down, my hips go up to the sky. When I inhale, I only go as far as a straight line down my body. So I'm not coming all the way here, I'm not doing anything funky, right? So continue that. If that feels good, try and add an opposite hand to opposite shin. Inhale up, exhale, opposite shin, opposite hand. The breathing does help here. Let's do 4, exhale, 3, 2, I wish she's hanging out with us today. All right. And 1, excellent. Come down to tabletop for me. Okay, let's do a couple cat-cow just to recenter. So inhale, drop the belly, stick the booty out, chest up to the sky. You can close your eyes if you want. And exhale, curl like a cat, round your shoulders, chin to chest, belly button to the ceiling. Cat pose. Oh, that feels good. Let's do it again. Inhale, cow. Excellent, you guys. Okay, we're going back down onto our backs. We're gonna move into some of those wonderful, more challenging moves. So we're gonna try that full roll up with a bent or straight leg today. So I inhale, and as I exhale, I press in my standing leg as slow as I can, coming up to a full sit-up. So I wanna keep this shin parallel to the floor. And as I roll back down, I inhale. So this is the medium spice, I guess. So similar to the straight leg roll up, this would be a beginner because it gives you a little bit more momentum, but since we want to work up to no momentum, this would be second. And again, the farther out that your standing leg is, the easier it will be for you to get up. We're doing 6 on this leg and 6 on the other leg. I think I have 2 more here. Rolling down, and then let's switcheroo. Right leg down, left leg up. Don't worry if you're not matching my pace. Just make sure you get those 6 and 6. I find it's almost a little bit harder for me with a bent leg. Because I have the hip flexor strength to keep it straight, which means that maybe my low abs have checked out a little bit on this move because my hip flexors are there, but some of you guys might have the opposite problem, where maybe your low core is super strong, but your hip flexors need this exercise. I think I have 3 more. You guys are doing good. Oh, I'm sweating. Wearing my fit watch. Doing good. Last one. Excellent. Come on down. Give me a rest pose. You guys are killing it. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. We're going to do double straight leg stretch for those low abs. So shoulders are down away from the ears, squeezing the knees together. I'm going to count you down on an inhale of 3, 2, 1. This is as low as you go. Don't let your low spine lift. On 0, you exhale. Let's go ahead and try that. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Worst personal trainer ever right here. Last one. 3, 2, 1. You can't stand on the client while they're working. Yeah. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Sit on up for me. Legs are going to be nice and wide. I'm just checking time here. Okay, we're good. Amazing. Perfect. Bring the legs a little wider than your mat. We're going to do soft pose. You're a little ham today. So, scarecrowing the arms, sitting up nice and tall. Heels down, toes up to the sky. You're going to inhale to twist. And as you exhale, keeping your opposite hip down, you reach past your leg that you're reaching for and look behind you at your opposite hand. And you inhale to come back up and to transfer. Excuse me. Inhale up. We're doing 4 rounds on each side. And this is a dynamic stretch, which means that we're not really setting up camp at any point. We'll do that at the end. But since we're still going to be moving after this, we want to keep everything engaged and keep everything warm and loose. She knows it's time for her walk. That's why. Okay, excellent. That's 4 for me. So let's see, what are we doing after this? All right. Next, we're doing everybody's favorite, we're doing rolling like a ball. Scoot up to the front of your mat and come into the starting position, balancing on your tailbone. Please don't bite my toes. Squeezing the knees together, hollowing out your belly, right? And I think I've done this to a few of you guys in class where I come over and actually try to shake you. You want to be so sturdy and so engaged that I can't move you. So when you're there, inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale to roll up and balance. We're doing 6 repetitions. That's option A. Option B, as always, I know some of you like to go straight to seal. Option B is seal, right? 6 repetitions so you don't get tuckered out. Big exhales. And when you're done, you're gonna come up back to seated. And you can take a break there. Once everyone is there, we should be about done with that. We should have those 6 repetitions done. So come back to a modified version of that pose. Everyone's other favorite move. We're gonna do our hip flexor isolations. So you can have your hands resting here for support, or you can do it without. We're gonna inhale to hinge at the hip, bring this toe down. Exhale to lift back up. So my shins are parallel, just like the fire hydrants. So this is a balancing act and a hip flexor act. Keep going. We're gonna do 6 on each leg. This is 4. Keep breathing. Lift a little higher. 1 or 2 more on each leg, excuse me. Last one. Good. Roll forward, soles of the feet together. Oh yes, give me a quick butterfly stretch. Keep the spine straight. Hi, I'm almost done. I promise I'm almost done, okay? Okay. All right. Next move that we're going to do, yeah, we're gonna do teaser. We're gonna try teaser today. I love doing that move and then trying teaser. I find it it's a lot easier to get into. So, teaser modified is gonna be that pose that we just spent like a whole 60 seconds in. Teaser not modified. Straight legs, right? Like an upside down A. So 6 repetitions total. Take your time, take breaks when you need to, okay? Make it controlled. Similar to the rollback, you decide when you're done in the pose. Don't be done because you fell out of it, if you can. Shoulders down towards the ground, chest is up, and come into rest pose when you're done. Very nice, you guys. Okay, modified single leg stretch. Either option A is the original, option B is crisscross, hands behind the head. I'm not linking my hands because that puts pressure on your neck. So hands are unclasped, elbow to knee. So pick your option, we inhale right, exhale. Inhale, exhale. For 4, exhale. 3, exhale. 2, exhale. 1, and done. Okay, rest pose. Excellent. Rock back and forth, come up to seated. We're gonna start our stretch. So right foot out, nice and long. Left foot in, opposite hand on opposite knee. My toes are bright, keep this stretch engaged. Lift up and over, oh yes. Keep the chest open. What's my heart rate? I'm curious. 122, what? Who said Pilates wasn't hard? You guys are like, nobody said it, Allie. Turn towards your leg. Both hips are equally weighted on the mat. Reach forward. I always say this, but just in case someone wasn't here the week when I said it, don't set up camp. Don't hang on to that leg for your life. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Same thing, other side. Okay. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Reach it up, 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 up. And over. Make sure you can still peek under that elbow and see your ceiling. And lift up, turn towards the leg. Both sits bones down. Inhale up and exhale to reach forward. Keep the toes right here. Hi, I should have taken this away from you before we started. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, this time we're gonna try both legs out. So be gentle with yourself. Toes are bright, equally weighted on the sits bones. And just gently walk yourself out. Be gentle, gentle, gentle here. Only the edge of discomfort, never pain. Keep your toes pointed towards the ceiling. Ah, this feels good. Keep breathing. Don't let your breath get shallow. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently walk yourself up. Ooh, okay. Turn parallel to your mat. Through a tabletop, we're going to go into our beloved pigeon pose. So sweep the leg up until your shin is parallel on the floor. And then rather than using your hands to manually shift gears, use your back leg to slide out until you feel a nice stretch in your hip flexors. Before we go down further, make sure that this front foot is flexed. And then if you want, you can walk it down. Another gentle reminder, make sure that we're not checking out, setting up camp on one hip or the other. You want to feel like your hips are floating equally. Lovely ambiance, courtesy of Daphne. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently walk it up. If you want that hip flexor stretch, come back to the top of the pose. Shoulders are strong. You're going to tuck your back toes under and reach your head towards the corner in front of you where the wall meets the ceiling. So not a total 90 degrees, but we want maybe like 80 degrees. You should feel a nice stretch in this right here, which is your hip flexor and your back leg. 3, 2, 1, untuck the back toes. Use your arms to press the floor away as you come back into tabletop. And opposite leg comes up. Shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Flexing your other foot as you work your opposite leg back until you feel a stretch. Once your hips are floating equally, walk your hands down. And just breathe. And just take this moment to laugh at my dog. Having zero stage presence whatsoever. Keep breathing. Nice deep exhales here. The hard work is done. 3, 2, 1. Walk it back up to the top of the pose. If you did it on the first side, please do it on the other. Keep it even. Tuck the toes under. Lift the head. Grow the spine just a little bit longer here. You're ridiculous. You're a little cheese ball. We're almost done. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Untuck those toes. Push yourself up and come to face the screen if that works for you. We're gonna do some arm stuff. So first of all, right hand across the body. Oh my God. I always forget to hide one of the squeaky toys. And pull the shoulder down away from the ear. And switch sides. Good, good, good. We've done this before. Right hand behind the back. Grasp the right wrist with your left hand and pull your arm across and down to your left hip. Stick your left arm out like a chicken wing and relax your head down and look at that shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch in the right side of your neck down to your right shoulder. Keep the spine tall. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Same thing, other side. Grasp your left wrist with your right hand. Chicken wing your right side. And relax down and look at that shoulder. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. And let me make sure we don't go over too much. All right, and that's it. We made it.
Thanks, Allie.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys on Wednesday. So until then, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and you guys are the best.
You
Thank
too.
you, Allie.
See you Wednesday.
Thank you, Allie.
Bye.
Bye.